This is the we-made, Gareth Bull designed, drop distributed Miura. A beautiful knife, really nicely made. Just a really top-notch EDC right here. This is from the passaround group, Apex passaround group, and thank you guys for letting me check this out. It is so cool. It's rare that I'll say this, but I actually like this carbon fiber handle, even though that weave is somewhat regular. It's nicely contoured, and something about the contouring of it kind of models up the pattern, and I don't know, makes it more appealing. But I'm already getting granular. Let me just say that this is a smaller than I hoped. It's a 3-inch blade. This to me is crying out to be a 3.75 or 4-inch bladed knife. To me, this design, I think it's better looking than the Shamwari, the knife that Gareth Bull is really praised for. This to me is a better looking knife. I also like the name Miura. It's the fighting bull from Spain, I believe. The Lamborghini Miura. I know Lamborghini they used to be themed, I guess fighting bull themed. That's their crest. So that's how I knew about this. So Miura, cool name, beautiful knife. This to me reminds me of maybe the love child of a love triangle. R.J. Martin meets Bill Harsey meets Terzuola in a bar. It's a crazy bar, and they all end up producing a knife together. And to me, this is that design. And when I say that, I don't mean to take anything away from Mr. Bull, Gareth Bull. I'm just saying, I think he's a younger gentleman. You can see how influences of the past trickle down into modern design. This is a front flipper, and it's one of the few that I'm successful with. As a matter of fact, I don't own any front flippers. I used to have a yes, but you are aware of the front flipper. Sorry, but I don't own any front flippers. And well, let me put it this way: my only front flippers are Emerson's. They're incidental front flippers. Many of them have protruding tabs, and it's actually another great way to open this knife, especially the karambit works really great on this. But so no front flippers, but this has changed my opinion. I mean, my opinion has been changing. I've been aware of how the front flipper or the inline flipper has been evolving, and they're getting easier and easier to use. People are learning how to design them better and better. And this one is very easy to actuate for me. Look at this blade. Such a beautiful blade. It's a drop point blade, and oftentimes it's a very utilitarian design without much thought for lines, but the lines on this are just gorgeous. All the way up the ramp, down, like the ramp is in the right place. Sometimes, like on the Tuya knives, I know they're great knives, but I feel like they put their ramps a little bit too far forward. This is in the perfect spot. Hollow ground, very beautifully hollow ground. What is this? I'm going to assume that this is S35 VN, but I don't see any stamping anywhere. And yeah, nope. I'm assuming it's S35 VN, probably is, I guess. It's a liner lock. Very nice guts in here. I mean, that liner lock is immaculate, and I like how much engagement there is. The access to the is nothing. The lock is easy to actuate. It's a wee knife, it is dialed in. And it's another case. They're another company where it's like, if you like the design, you can pretty much rest assured you're going to get a good knife, unless you get like the odd lemon. I haven't heard much about lemons coming out of wee knives or a Riot, but so yeah, I really like this knife. I think it'd be really great as a bigger knife as well. And if drop. I think drop has kind of dropped knives to a great extent, right? Like for a while they went gangbusters and not everything was drop, but a lot of stuff was coming out of drop. And it seems like we're not hearing about them much these days. Very nice blade. Okay, so I haven't used this. I know that it's sharp, and I know that this bevel, this hollow ground bevel, is very thin. So I am just imagining, like most other made knives, it's a great cutter. Looking at the blade, it seems very, I'm talking about how nice it looks, but also very utilitarian. It's got a good point. Great straight, bit of straight and then a belly. It's slicey. I think this is going to be a great knife for anyone who ends up scoring one of these and gets to keep it. I'd love to keep this, but it's not mine. I like the hidden hardware for the pocket clip. It's a nice milled titanium pocket clip. You got a nice carbon fiber back spacer. And man, just a classy little gent's knife. It's very light too, as you might expect. Let me show it to you with some knives, and I'll try and explain their relevance. I don't have much like this. So here it is for size with the Paramilitary 2 and the RSK Mark 1 Ritter Hogue. 3 inches, 3.5, 3.6 or 3.5 inch blade. So it's kind of right in the middle between these two kind of standard sizes. All right. In terms of knives, don't have many, but this one was made by this is the Scorpion by Off Grid Knives. Also a really beautifully produced knife. Really like this knife. Does a wonderful job. What can I say? Oh, okay. Here's a drop knife. This is my only drop knife. So here's my only Actually, I have a couple of made knives, but that's the made knife. And then this is the drop knife. This is the Perpetua, designed by TJ Schwartz and produced in Nitro V and G10 by Millet Knives out west, and then distributed by Drop, same distributor as this. Let me show you with a couple of other knives. So I was talking a little bit about its design. So it reminds me a little bit of this knife, a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a Sinkovich in there. Here's a Civivi. Asticus. Asticus. Still makes me laugh. That's how mature I am. So there you go. I don't really have much to compare it with, but I think it's a really nice little gentleman's carry EDC knife. I mean, it doesn't have to be gentleman's, but you could definitely flex into that role. You could carry this with a tux and feel just good about that. You could carry this with a suit. It's very light. It's not going to pull down the pants. It's not going to tug on the, tug with gravity on the pants pocket of a lighter fabric like suit pants or tuxedo. And yet it does have a little bit of business look to it too. It's not all pretty and practical. It does look like a kind of a badass little knife too, right? It's got a bit of that, I'll cut you look. So it's got a lot going for it. Menace, in one word, menace. It's got a little bit of menace. It's a ruggedly handsome, not so rugged. It's a menacingly handsome, somewhat gents knife kind of front flipper type thing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, it is on bearings, if you hadn't guessed. And I think that those, wait a second. Hang on, got to hold it up to the light. I think I take that back. I think those are bronze washers. I saw the bronze, and I assumed that they were captured bearings, but no. I think this is on bronze washers. Very nice. I like it. And reverse grip. Great in reverse grip. If you care. This, who knows? Who knows what that tux will get you into? You might end up at some roulette table, and this might come into play sooner than you think. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going off at the mouth at this point. Here it is, the the Drop Miura, designed by Gareth Bull and produced by Knife Company. Thank you to the Passaround group for letting me check this out. I think it's a beautiful knife, and it'd be a great custom to have. This is based on a custom knife. Be a cool custom to have too. Alrighty, thanks. Bye.